to your breath, but if you're open to starting in a child's pose, your knees can be together, they can be apart, toes touch, and then hips coming towards your heels and walking your palms forward, letting your arms relax, let your forehead come down to the mat. Again, if at any time this posture feels like you need to move, you can sway your hips side to side. If you can adjust the width or the space between your knees. And allow yourself to feel connected here in this moment in this shape. Forehead on the mat, feeling your palms touching the floor and noticing where your body is touching the ground here. Noticing your arms. You might even notice the texture of your mat. Noticing your knees and your shins, tops of your feet touching. Maybe noticing where your belly is touching your legs, or where your chest is in relation to your arms and the mat and your legs. And then just noticing how it feels to breathe in this shape. Breathing in and out of your nose. Notice if your back expands here. Maybe notice if your belly expands. Choosing what feels really useful for you to breathe. Maybe your eyes are shut. Allowing every breath in to be a fresh new start, and allowing every breath out to be anything that does not serve you in this moment, that hasn't served you during the week, that hasn't served you in the past. Allowing your exhale to release, and then create space for your new breath, new thoughts, new habits. You may even sway your forehead side to side and massage your forehead on the mat. And your awareness to your tailbone, allowing it to press back to the back of your mat. Maybe just noticing any small micro movements that happen. When you exhale, really relax. See if you can release your shoulders and your chest. Any tension. And feel free to sway your hips side to side, like kind of movement. Always remembering to honor your needs on your mat. It has to look the same as it did last time. Always changing in your practice. Start to walk your palms over to the left. Bring your forehead down. Allowing a full breath. Feeling your torso expand. And release. Back to center. And then you can start to walk your palms over to the right. And same thing, your forehead down. Full breath in, expand your torso, and then release. Walk your palms back to center. Maybe you walk your palms even more forward, creeping your fingers to the top of your mat. Maybe feeling a stretch in your armpits, and then release. Allow them to slide back down. And you can do that a few times if that feels available. Walking your fingertips forward, finding a stretch, maybe even in your shoulders, and then release back. When you're ready, you can slowly come up to the tabletop. Take your time in your practice today And now your feet are slightly apart with your knees hip width distance, your feet right behind you. From here, taking some body rolls. You may even want to circle out your feet. We're in a child's pose. And coming straight into a cat. So round your spine, drop your head, tuck your tailbone like it's coming forward. Drop your head, maybe your chin, come to your chest. Keep breathing. On your next inhale, lifting your chest forward, pop your tailbone back, and then send your tailbone back towards your heels. And as you inhale or exhale to roll back forward, you're going to round into your spine, tuck your tailbone, roll those shoulders over your palms, and then tilt your tailbone back and send it back towards your heels. Kind of rolling through your cat-cow. So again, rounding into your spine, drop your head as you move forward, and then tilt your tailbone back, reaching back towards your heels. You're finding your own fluid movement here. Noticing how your spine moves. Noticing the grip that you have on the mat with your hands. Deep breath pattern that feels peaceful. You may not come all the way to your heels. This might even be more of a smaller range of movement. Noticing your grounding of your spine, that tilt inward and outward, your pelvis. Your spine getting the blood flowing here. This about maybe 4 or 5 more times. Pause in your tabletop. When you're done, we'll reach your right arm up. Take a pause, gazing up. See if you can really rotate your chest towards the right. Maybe your heart center is trying to peel up to the ceiling. And then when you're ready, you can thread right underneath and reaching over. Drop your right ear down to the mat. And then find your most comfortable position in this shape. Maybe left arm walks forward. Maybe left arm binds behind your back. Staying with that breath pattern that you've created. Constant. Maybe sending your awareness to your right shoulder, your upper back. Full breath in and full breath out. Here about 4 or 5 more breaths. Take more if you like. Unwinding every tense part of our body from the whole week. And when you're ready, your left palm back by your face. Pressing your body back up, reach your right arm up to the ceiling. Again, take a gaze at your fingertips, hold it here. You may even flip your palm, bend into your elbow, find a half bind, this time pulling your right shoulder back. Your own range, no stressing. And remember a full cleansing breath, then your exhale is a deep. And then bring your right palm back to the mat. Let's do the left side. Left arm reaches up and pause. Take a look at your fingertips. Maybe your chest wants to reach up to the ceiling a little bit more. A little twist, some extra mobility and strength in our shoulders. And when you're ready, let's thread it underneath. Bring it under your body. Bring your left ear down. Find your most comfortable shape here. And maybe sending your awareness to your left shoulder, noticing any differences between the two today. One side may feel different than the other. That's okay. About 5 more breaths. And when you're ready, your right palm back by your face, press yourself up, reach your left arm up, pause. This time maybe you flip your left palm, bend into your elbow, send your palm low back, and you pull your left shoulder back. Pause here. Full breath in and out. Release. And then left arm back down to the mat. Sway side to side. You're going to tuck your toes here. We'll come into that toe stand, we'll call it. And then leaning back your hips towards your heels. And you can stay here with your palms on your mat, stretching the soles of your feet. You might even feel your toes spread wide. You're welcome to even walk up to sit all the way up. That might feel a bit deeper, but it's up to you. See if you can take 4 breaths wherever you choose to be for this stretch. And begin to release. Come forward. You'll bring the tops of your feet onto the mat. Feel free to tap them out, shake them out. We'll come into a stretch for the top of your feet. So coming all the way down onto your heels, if that feels accessible, then you can plant your palms by your hips or your feet, and then begin to lean back. Maybe your knees start to lift up away from the floor. You might immediately start feeling a sensation on the top of your shins or your feet. Maybe you can take maybe 3 breaths, and of course back out of anything that feels like a large. And when you're ready to release, just come right back to that tabletop. Feel free to tap out of your feet. And we'll take some of those rolls again. So coming into your cat, so tucking your tailbone down, and then sending your head down around your spine. And on your next breath in, tilting your tailbone back out, maybe sending it towards your heel, and then rolling that forward around your spine. And then taking a few rolls just like that again, tilting your tailbone back. And moving through almost a child's pose, your cow shape. You're ready back to your tabletop. You'll tuck your toes, send your hips all the way up and back. Take a downward facing dog. And remember, you can always walk your feet towards the back of your mat, make this a wide posture, more space between your feet and your palms. Your shoulder blades are pulling away from each other, so you're kind of wrapping your triceps out and in. Imagine your tailbone pressing up to the ceiling and then slightly back, letting your belly come towards your thighs. Feel free to bend into one knee, let one heel melt down. Keep pressing yourself to the back of your chest, to the back of your thighs, top. And then switch. Other heel melts down, bend into your other knee. And then keep switching, alternate, walking your dog. Being really aware of your tailbone still pressing up and back to the back of your mat. Maybe kind of sway your hips side to side. You could swing your heels towards the left and then swing your heels towards the right. Take 2 more breaths and then we'll be still. When you're ready to find that stillness, maybe melting both heels down towards the earth. Breath. Begin to shift forward into your plank, and you're finding that rounding of your spine a bit. Stack your shoulders over your wrists, really grip the mat with your fingertips. You can press your heels back slightly. Take a breath. Then we'll lower down to our belly. You can stay in your plank, drop to your knees, bend into your elbows, hug your rib cage with your elbows, come all the way down to your belly. And your palms right underneath your shoulders. Tops of your feet on the mat, your feet could be together, your feet could be almost as wide as your mat here either side. Gaze faces down to the floor. On your next breath in, lifting up into your cobra, press your chest away from the mat. Then relax your shoulders down your back. And breathe. Noticing where you feel like your body's doing the most work here. Maybe you can even relax your glutes. Notice what happens there. And then release back down. Take a breath and a rest here. On your next inhale, coming up again, cobra, maybe little to no weight in your palms. Palms right over the mat. Squeezing your elbows into your chest. Notice what's working here. And then release. Tuck your toes. Press yourself up into tabletop and back to a child's pose. Get our spine nice and long. Forehead down to mat. About 3 or 4 breaths. When you're ready, rise up to your tabletop. Tuck your toes and come back to your downward facing dog. Finding your most comfortable position right here. When you're ready, right leg lift up high, breathe. Melt your left heel down towards the mat. Still pressing your chest toward your thighs. Maybe even point your right toe up to the ceiling. And then flex your toes down towards the mat. Start to bend into your right knee and start to send your right knee all the way forward. And step your right foot in between your palms. Drop your left leg down. Rise to a low lunge. Breathe. Bring your palms together here and start to lean to the right. So maybe even squeezing your inner thighs together. Reach your palms over to the right. Hug your belly button into your spine. And rise back up. Take a breath in. And then exhale, goal post your arms, send your chest up to the ceiling, little back bend. And inhale up. Exhale, palms come down to the mat. Tuck your left toes and press your left leg all the way up. And then step your left leg forward and fold. First forward fold. Feel free to make your feet a little bit wider. Drop your head down. Maybe sway side to side if you'd like to take any movement. Noticing the sensation. Noticing how you breathe when you're upside down. On an inhale, come up halfway. And then exhale, fold back down. One more like that. Inhale, come up halfway. Press your chest away from your thighs. Hold it here. And then next exhale, fold down. Plant your palms, step back into your plank. Shoulders right over your wrists. See if you can press your heels back. And then drop down to your knees and lower down to your belly. Arms right underneath your shoulders. An inhale presses you up into your cobra, using your arms, lift the chest, gaze it down. On your next exhale, lower all the way Take a breath. And on your next inhale, coming up into cobra, maybe this time it's a baby cobra, and your palms slightly lift off. And next exhale, release, tuck your toes, press yourself up into your tabletop, and then back to your child's pose. Forehead on the mat. Taking maybe 3 breaths. After your 3rd breath, rise back into your tabletop, tuck your toes, and then send your hips up and back for your downward facing dog. From here, your left leg will lift high and your right heel will melt towards the floor. Maybe point your left toes, and then maybe flex your toes down to the mat. Start to bend into your left knee. Begin to bring your left knee forward all the way. Step your left foot between your palms. Drop your right leg. And rise, go left, other side. Reaching up and away from the mat. Maybe bring your palms together and start to reach over to the left. Notice what you're engaging here. Maybe your core, your glutes, your thighs. Inhale, brings you back up. And exhale, go close your arms, maybe gaze up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms come down to your mat. Tuck your right toes, lift your right leg up, and step it forward. Forward fold, drop your head. Same thing here, maybe sway. You might grab opposite elbows here. Letting the weight of your back fall to the earth. Plant your palms on the mat, and on an inhale, rise halfway. Exhale, hold. One more time like that. Inhale, rise halfway. Hold it here. Press your chest away from your legs. On your next exhale, fold. You begin to rise. When you're ready, inhale, start to rise all the way up to standing. Take your time. Palms can come up overhead. Big breath in. And exhale, palms down by your side. Take a moment here as you're standing. Notice the weight in your feet. Palms facing forward. Shrug your shoulders up to your ears, and then relax them to the back. On an inhale, sweep your arms up, plant your palms together, and exhale, reach to the right. Equal weight in your feet. Breathe, hold it here. Inhale brings you back up, and then exhale to the left. Same thing, equal weight in your feet. Inhale, rise up, and exhale, go post your arms, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, bend into your knees and start to fold out. Drop your head. Staying in your fold, walk your palms over to the right. Now, if you'd like to use a block here, you might have your palms on a block to bring the earth closer to you. Come through center and walk your palms over to the other side. Back through center, fold. Inhale brings you up halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back into your plank. Drop down to your knees. Lowering down towards your belly. And inhale to rise to cobra. Exhale, release. Tuck your toes, inhale up to tabletop. Exhale back, child's pose. 3 breaths. We'll do that one more time. We'll move breath to movement. When you're ready, inhale, rise, tabletop. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to lift your right leg high. And exhale, step forward. Drop your left leg, inhale, rise. Low lunge, palms together. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, rise. Exhale, palms down to the mat. Tuck your toes. Inhale to lift your left leg up and step forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back into your plank. Drop your knees, lower down to your belly. Inhale, rise to your cobra, any version. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, inhale up to your tabletop, and then exhale back. Child. Inhale up to your tabletop, and exhale, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg rises, and exhale, step it forward, drop your right leg. Inhale up, low lunge, palms together. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, palms down, tuck your right toes. Inhale, lift you up. Step your right foot forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, fold. Listen for the change. On an inhale, roll all the way up to standing. Arms overhead. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, lean to the left. Inhale up. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, fold. That drops down. Inhale up halfway. And exhale, fold. Plant your palms, step back into your plank. Drop down to your knees. Lower all the way down to your belly. This time, arms coming down by your side, maybe palms facing up. You can have your chin down on the mat. Your feet can be pressing into the mat, or they can be passive. On your next breath in, lifting your chest, reach your palms back towards your feet, reaching your shoulders back as well. Focused. Halfway. Breathe. Maybe one more inhale lifts your chest, one more centimeter, and then exhale, lower down with your arms. Bring any ear to the mat to rest. Maybe let your heels fall outward. Taking a few breaths. One more time with our locust, bring your chin to the mat. And on your inhale, reaching your chest up, reaching your palms back. Maybe this time your feet lift slightly off of the mat as well. You might incorporate feet. Reaching back towards your feet. Your heart is gazing forward. One more breath. And then exhale, release other ear down to the mat. And breathe. You're ready, chin to the mat. You can plant your palms right underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, press yourself up into your tabletop, and then back, downward child's pose. Forehead to the mat. Really recognizing the elongation of your spine. Maybe even breathing into your backside. And then the exhale is release. When you're ready, rolling up into tabletop, tuck your toes and make your way into your downward facing dog. When you're ready, right leg lift, breathe in. And then exhale, we're going to send your knee forward in between your palms, and you can rest all the way down onto your left leg, coming into our half pigeon. Now your right heel might be in close towards your left hip. You may find yourself straightening out your right shin towards the short edge of your mat. You can always come onto your back and take a figure four shape as well. Sitting up tall here, so our weight is centered. And then noticing here that small movement of maybe your left hip pulling forward, your right hip pulling right side of your hip. And breathe. Maybe even sending your gaze up, letting your chest shine to the ceiling. And you can begin to walk and find some depth in the shape. You might walk your palms forward. You might rest your head on a block, allowing your belly and your chest to come down towards your right leg. Let your head hang down. Honoring your breath where it is right now. Maybe even noticing where your heart rate is at. About 4 or 5 more breaths. You're ready, walk yourself up. And if it's available for you, to swing your left knee forward, coming into a bend. We're going to come forward into a seated shape. So you may then bring your left foot forward and bring the soles of your feet together, preparing for a butterfly. Take your fingers and interlace your fingers, and then hug them around your toes if that's available. Maybe your thumbs come to touch. And see if you can sit up tall here. So allowing your shoulders, if you're in a slouch, allowing your shoulders to peel back and your chest to peel forward. You might even feel a little hugging onto your toes. You might even feel your toes are coming up here. Allowing yourself to have a long spine, crown of your head is up. Maybe shut your eyes here for a moment. You can stay right here. We can move into a fold, holding onto your feet at the spine, starting to bend into your elbows, beginning to send your head down toward your toes. Maybe a little rounding of the spine occurs here. Find your limit. Notice where your sensations are. Maybe your chin tucks toward your chest. Keep breathing. Begin to rise back up, sitting up tall, holding onto your toes, pull your shoulders back, and release. Start to extend your legs long. Toes pointing up to the ceiling. When you're ready, arms overhead. And on an exhale, begin to reach forward towards your toes, and then we'll move back up. Inhale, bring back up. Exhale to reach forward. Go your own pace. We'll do this about 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Two more in your own way. Take more if you like. Hold it if you like. Last one like this. Your next inhale can bring you up. And your next exhale, folding down, palms coming down to your legs, or the sides of your legs. Let your head drop down toward your feet, your thighs. Where do you feel the sensation here? Your legs, to your back, your head. Roll up slowly. And from here, if it's available, planting your palms back right underneath your shoulders. Your heels planted on the mat. And then coming into a reverse plank here, pressing and elongating your body, lifting your pelvis up, maybe your legs come off the mat too, sending your shoulders flat, letting your chest shine forward. Take 1 or 2 breaths, and then lower. Come all the way down to your back. And your knees into your chest, take a little rock side to side. An option here in your rocking to take a happy baby, sending your knees wide, maybe holding onto them with your palms. Maybe you grab onto the bottoms of your feet with your palms. Take your layer, feel free to sway, continue your sway. Breathing into your belly, let it expand between your thighs. An option here to maybe extend your left leg long, or your right leg long, free to open and close, free to explore. Your hands are the guide to your legs. You're ready, back to knees and towards your chest. And then grab the backs of your thighs, start to rock and roll. Take about 3 or 4, and all the way back. Big rock, big roll. Coming all the way up, maybe crossing at your ankles. Find your way back into your tabletop, maybe palms in front. Rolling back into your tabletop. Taking our body rolls, tuck your tailbone, round your spine, catch. Coming into your cow, tilt your tailbone, lift your chest. Feel free to move through this in any way. We'll take about 3 or 4 rounds of your cat cows or your rolling cat cows. When you're ready, back to your neutral tabletop, tuck your toes and send your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Take notice of how this one feels this time. Maybe notice each leg. Melting your heels down, press your chest towards your thighs. And when you're ready, left leg lifts, breathe in. And on your exhale, send your left knee forward. In between your palms, drop down to your right leg, coming onto the other side. Remember, you can take a finger core on your back. Centering your weight so wherever your foot likes to be placed. Remember, no 2 sides will be equal. Your palms down by your side, you may send your gaze up to the ceiling. You can stay here, you can start to walk forward, find some depth, maybe head rests on a block, your belly resting towards your left leg. And let your head come back. Feel free to shut your eyes here. Sometimes the most challenging part of our yogic practice is stillness. We're able to notice what happens before our mind wanders. Perfect opportunity to be mindful, choose where our attention is. Allow you to choose where your attention is. About 4 more breaths. Coming out of this one a little bit different, walking your palms up, start to press yourself up, tuck your right toes, and begin to send your left leg back into tabletop, tuck your toes, and then send both hips up and back to your downward dog. When when you're ready, right leg lifts, breathe in, and exhale, step forward. Keep your left leg lifted and rise all the way to your crescent lunge. Pause here, feel the weight in your right foot. Press your left heel up towards the ceiling. You squeeze your glutes. Bring your palms together, start to lean to the right. Squeeze your glutes, your thighs, belly into your side. Next inhale brings you up, and exhale, cactus your arms, maybe send your gaze up. Do that again. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Again, inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Keep those cactus arms, breathe. And start to send your chest forward over to your thighs, keeping those arms in that nice shape. Gaze it down towards the ceiling or the floor. We're going to move into a warrior three. You're lifting our left leg, keeping your arms as such, so launching into your right foot, maybe lifting your left leg slightly. You can always bring your palms to your heart center. One more breath. And plant your left toes right back down. Inhale, rise all the way. Exhale, palms down to the mat. Step your right foot back to your plank. Drop your knees down, lower all the way to your belly. Inhale, rise, cobra. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes, inhale to tabletop. Exhale to your child's pose. One breath. And then rising back up to your tabletop, tuck your toes, and another downward dog go. And when your right left leg lifts, breathe in, and exhale, step it forward. Keep your right leg lifted, rise, crescent. Notice the weight in your left foot. Maybe press your right heel up to the ceiling even more. Palms come together and begin to lean to the left this time. Breathe. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus your arms, maybe your gaze comes up. Inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Again, inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus. Last one, inhale, rise. Exhale, cactus, hold it here. Keep your arms at this 90-degree bend. Start to send your chest over your thighs, gaze down. And then sending your weight into your left foot this time, launching forward, maybe right foot lifts. Remember, you can change the shape of your arms at any time. 3 breaths. And begin to lower your right toes back up or down. Arms come up, breathe in. Exhale, palms down to the mat. Step your left foot back, plank. Drop your knees down, lower all the way to your chest. Maybe this time you'd like to reach your arms back and inhale to your locust. And then exhale, release. Palms under your shoulders. Tuck your toes, lift up. Back to child's pose. Breathe. Take about 4 or 5 more breaths. See if they can be full and long. And your exhales are mostly breathing. Rise back up to your tabletop. And from here, left leg reaches back, right arm reaches forward, bird dog. Equally reaching and kicking. And you balance forward. One more breath. And repeat. Other side, right leg back. And lift left arm up. Belly up towards your spine, equally reaching and one more breath and release. Let's move through those breaths to movement. When you're ready, inhale, right arm, left leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, left arm, right leg. Exhale, release. Two more on each side. Inhale. Inhale. Last one, inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Sit back towards your heels. Palms resting on your thighs. Your shoulders relaxed. And your gaze slightly down. Take a moment to breathe. Taking a moment here to set an intention that will carry you for the rest of your evening. Just noticing how you're feeling in this moment. When you're ready and you found it, come onto any side and extend your legs long. We'll make our way down to our back. Maybe how slow can you go? Your feet down on the floor, knees are bent. Your palms down by your side, back of your head pressing into the floor. Preparing for our bridge, take a moment to take a breath in, out. Your next inhale, lift your pelvis up towards the ceiling. Your chin lifts away from your chest. Palms pressing into the floor. And imagine your knees are pulling forward. One more breath. And then release. Bring the soles of your feet together and let your knees fall out wide for a round angle. Maybe plant your palms on your thighs. Maybe your belly. Maybe one palm belly, one palm chest. And allowing your awareness to come to your connection to your breathing. Notice how your body breathes. Take another bridge. Bringing your knees back up, feet on the floor. Your palms down by your side. When you're ready, on an inhale, lift your pelvis up towards the ceiling. Your chin lifts away from your chest. Your head presses into the mat. Feet firmly on the mat. One more breath. And then release slowly. This time, bring your knees in towards your chest. Take a little sway side to side. Feel free to plant your palms anywhere on your legs. Or keep them on the floor. Begin to extend your left leg long to the ground and hug onto your left knee or right knee. And a little sway side to side, left, right. Open and close your head. Extend your right leg up towards the ceiling. Maybe capture the back of your thigh. Draw your leg in towards your chest. Maybe flex your heel up to the ceiling. Bend into your right knee and take a supine twist. Guide your right leg over your body to the left. Tee up your right arm. Maybe gaze comes to the right. Maybe shut your eyes. Allowing your exhale to be released. Take 2 more breaths. And then roll back onto your back. Both knees and towards your chest, little rock side to side, or any movement really that feels called to you. And then you'll extend your right leg palm to the ground, hug onto your left knee, a little sway side to side, left to right. Send your left leg up towards the sky, hug the back of your left thigh, and draw your leg in towards your chest. Maybe flex your left heel up to the ceiling. And back into your left knee, guide it over your body towards the right, supine twist. This time left arm might come to a T. Right palm resting on your thigh. Maybe your gaze to the left. Shut your eyes. And exhale to release. Your belly, your low back. Your tension. Sometimes we don't even realize we're holding on to tension until we take an exhale. Just keep holding our breath up. While you're exhaling. Anytime. Ready, roll back onto your back, knees into your chest, any kind of movement, massage your low back. When you're ready, plant your feet down on the mat. Take one of your blocks, we'll take a supported shape. So lifting your hips, plant your block underneath your hips or your tailbone. And rest. Supported bridge, or you can lift your legs up to the ceiling. About 60 seconds. Allow yourself to scan your body. Inquire, is there anything else that you need in this moment? And feel free to take that. Feel free to be curious. Allow your mind to be very settled, calm. Ready to move out of the shape. Lifting your hips up, remove the block from under you. And begin to extend your legs long. Let your arms open wide. Find your final resting posture. Take a full breath in. Beautiful mouth exhale. And one more time, breathing in. And a big release. Coming into your final moments of stillness. Inquiring on your intention that you set, if you did set one. Finding yourself that it is okay that your mind wanders. It's there. It's your mind. Maybe today you mindfully bring it back to your breath, your intention, another area of your body, something that's happening right now. You'll keep finding your awareness of your breath. Breathe. Notice how your body responds to your breath. You have been given this body to guide you through this time of life. It is here to serve you. Treat it with kindness and love and compassion. So grateful that we have this body to guide us. When you're ready, find movement in your body, toes, fingers, maybe sway side to side. You might even bend your knees. Maybe reach your arms overhead for your wall-to-wall stretch. Anything that you'd like to take, and then roll onto your favorite side, pausing there. Time to get up and then plant your palms on the floor and push yourself up into a seat. Allow yourself to sit up tall. Maybe palms resting on your knees. Palms down or palms up, yogi's choice. We'll take 3 breaths together. When you're ready, exhale and inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Last one. We sweep our arms all the way up to the ceiling. Palms come together. Exhale, palms into your heart space. Light and love in me honors and sees the light and love in each of you. Our thumbs come to our third eye center, your place of all-knowing. Take a breath in, send your gaze to the sky above, and exhale, bow to seal your practice.